why is literally peeling back the layers. I think about like a big pile of bodies, football players, when the guy has the ball and they all jump on a pile together, and you have to peel back all of the guys off until the guy's down at the bottom going, I got the ball, and he's all covered up. But you needed to know, you had to peel back the layers in order to find out who had possession.
Sorry, every time you say layers, all I can see is Shrek. Ogres are like onions.
There's a lot more to ogres than people think.
Example?
Example? Okay, ogres are like onions.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they make you cry?
No.
Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs.
No. Layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers? You get it. We both have layers.
Oh, you both have layers. Oh. Not everybody like onions. Cake! Everybody.
That's all been a mom of some little kids, and you've watched Shrek a million times. So.
Oh my gosh, that's all I can see. Okay. Oh goodness. So one of the things with why, when you get stuck in that muck, to kind of help you come out of that, when you're just like, why me? Why am I like this? Why can't I lose weight? Why can't I save money? Why? The why that we don't want to hear, the whine. I don't like those. I get there too. Don't worry about it. Anybody watching?
Brittany, I don't know. I don't know why.
Ugh. Okay, you have to kind of change it to go, instead of saying, why can't I lose weight, if that's your thing? Why can't you? What makes you believe that you don't have the capability? What makes you think that you aren't confident, or that you can't possess confidence, or what can you do, and stop just kind of staying in the muck.
And why care about weight loss is what another why question. Like, we could take why to any level. Why could stay very surface level. Why could go a little deeper, and then why could take you into left field of, why can't I lose weight? Well, why is it important to you?
Yeah. Woo, slap somebody with that one. That is a good one. And it really is. Like, why? I've had to ask myself these hard questions. Why do I let the scale define who I am as a human being? It's a number. Why do I let a number define me? And then it goes back into the depths of diet culture and the depths of society. I mean, we can go there. But, like, digging deeper to get to those root causes. Man, I have still been, like, in the aftermath of the enlightenment that happened just a few episodes ago. I don't remember exactly which one, but I had an aha moment. I don't think you were quite as impressed as I've been. It was 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago, when we were talking about quality time and our love languages and self-love. I think that was the episode. And I was like, oh, I get it. I know I like spending time alone. I got to the why. It's because my self-love is giving quality time to myself, because that's my love language. And it was like this why moment of, oh, I got it. It makes sense now. And so why is such a push towards understanding who you are, why you believe what you believe, but you have to be willing to use it as a tool to go deeper and not get stuck in the why spiral.
Yes. I mean, you could go negative with the why. Why is this happening? Oh, I'm a bad person. But why? Well, because I was always told when I was a kid I'm a bad person. But why? Well, my parents didn't really think I was worth anything, so they always kind of berated me. Why? Well, I guess it's because I was really, really bad. And you can go down this death spiral in a negative thing, or you can take the same scenario. Why am I a bad person? Well, I don't really think I'm a bad person. Maybe I do bad things from time to time. I'm not a bad person. But why? Well, it looks kind of fun to do some bad things from time to time, but I'm learning I don't need to be doing that. But why do? And yeah, I mean, you could take the exact same scenario, ask the exact same question of why, and it can go down this path or this path. And we're not saying that everything has to be hunky-dory bed of roses by the end of all the whys that you ask. There might be 10, 12 whys before you get to kind of this root cause. And it's not really the question why. It's the where are we digging down to at the bottom of that football pile and seeing the guy, holding the ball. Who's got possession of the ball is what we want to know. We don't really care this guy, we're just throwing things off to get down to the answer that we're actually looking for.
Yeah, that's a really great analogy. I like that. A place that people often get stuck though, and you and I've talked about this, is probably one of the most cringy things that I've ever heard is, perhaps somebody asks you a question and you say, well, it's because I'm just a bad person. Why are you like this? Well, I'm just a bad person. And then they say this one. It's just the way I am. Ugh, cringe. Ugh. I hate it. I hate when people are like,
but right there's where you can say, but why are you that?
Yes.
People that well, it's just the way I am, they don't have an answer to the why. They just are. They have so let it define them. And you and I know, because we talk about it a lot, it's their trauma. It's something that coping mechanism, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, like it's so many things that when you start asking why, you make people perhaps for the first time in their whole life ponder why. That I don't think enough people even have it come on their radar screen to ask why they're a certain way. Well, that's just what I do. And I've called you out a little bit, both publicly and privately, about you going to hide when you are upset. Now, why are you that way? Well, but what, why? And I think you found a nice medium ground, which, you've gotten better at it. Actually, I want to publicly say you've gotten amazing at it, because used to you would clam up and you wouldn't talk. And like just this week, we had a nice conversation and in a scenario where you never would have called me in the past.
Yeah, and that's true. And you're right. Some of those why questions that you posed back to me, it did. I love to think. I love to dig deeper into myself and understand why I am the way I am. And it was really cool to understand that I can be both. I can be both things. I'm sorry. Now all I see is Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. My brain is on fire today.
Hold on. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds in a movie?
Oh, please tell me you've seen that TikTok of Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell singing.
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue.
The TikTok. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a movie they were in together, and I'm like, what? But yes, the TikTok. Yes.
Yes. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. My brain, guys. I took Alpha Brain today for the first time in a few weeks, and my brain is on fire and everywhere today. Do you remember what I was saying?
So thrown off by Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Keto can be hard. Tabulating, measuring, baking, taking 3 months to perfect one recipe, and to mixed reviews.
Did something die in here? Oh, I think it moved.
And by that point, you give up your diet, find a dark corner, and stuff yourself with sugar, carbs, and regret.
This, isn't what it looks like.
Well, this is where Keto Chow saves the day. The easiest, tastiest, ketoist meal replacement on the market.
It's like ice cream melted in my mouth.
Yes, but melted ice cream with all the protein, nutrients, vitamins, and electrolytes your body needs.
Oh, that's cool.
And with 3 starter kits, each with restaurant tips, keto food guides, and a ton of flavors to try, your taste buds and your waistline will thank you.
Thank you.
So grab your starter kit today at jimmylovesketochow.com.
It's so easy.
Keto Chow. Make keto easy.
We were talking about our conversation, and we were talking about being on the phone, and I had realized that it is cool that I can be both. That's what it was, because I can be both things. I can be both a person that goes and dwells with herself and is comfortable being alone and deals with her problems on her own, but I can also reach out to those people that I love and that care for me and that will ask me the hard questions. And, I appreciate that in my friendship with Jimmy, that if I have one of these really dark moments and I'm in the why spiral, Jimmy can pose it in a different question in a different way to say, hey, okay, I see you're spiraling. We're going the wrong way with why. Let's pull it back this way.
Yeah.
Really cool to have a friendship. And I do the same thing for you when you get there. We all get there, guys. We all start the why spiral. We all do. And yes, we could go trauma, we can go so many different ways, but the truth is to have a good friend, or even do it with yourself. I like doing the why pull myself out situation. I do that on my own as well.
Yeah, but that is so hard when you're in the death spiral of why in your head. This is why when you were having your tough time, I was like, hey, I'm here for you just to listen. And if you ask, I will probe and everything and go deeper. And yeah, we talked for a very long time. And I would say like the first hour of our conversation was just trying to get you out of there. And then suddenly you became Brittany. Then you were back, and it was fun. It's always fun to talk to you, but I like it now that you're more open to not just trying to internalize it, which you're great at. I'm not great at it. I'll be the first to admit when I'm spiraling, I need to talk to everybody. I'm literally exactly the opposite of you. Like when I'm not doing well here, I got to talk to my friend Brittany, and if Brittany's not available, I'm calling everybody.
It's so funny. We are the yin and yang of each other. I'm just saying, we're just so opposite in that way. But I want to talk about another area that why can be so powerful, and that's within relationships, and within specifically understanding that why, asking that question is such a form of intimacy. And so this is played out with Wildman and I. So the other night, I'm going to tell myself, okay? I'm going to tell myself. Jimmy already knows this story. So then the other night, Wildman had called me at 7 o'clock like he usually does. He was at work. He's like, hey, I'm going to have to work a little bit late. And I was like, I need a definition. What is a little bit late? I'm calm at this point. He's like, maybe like an hour or two. Okay, cool. So my very hard and pressed rules brain goes 9 o'clock. He's leaving. Cool. 9:30 rolls around. I hadn't heard from him. Call him again. I'm a little upset at this point. Okay, you said an hour or two. It's 9:30. Oh, I have just a little bit more. And I said, no, you don't. You're coming home, because I began to react, and I'll get to the why in a second, but I began to react. Nope, you're coming home. Okay, I need you to be home. He's like, I have a little bit left. I'll be on my way. Then it was 11:30. That is not a little bit. I call again. There is no calm left. There is only reactionary. And I'm like, what the hell are you still doing at work? It's 11:30 at night. What is going on? And he ends up not leaving work till 12 and not getting home till like 12:30. And I unload. And I was not happy. I was like, are you kidding me? I need you here. What is wrong? My children need you. It wasn't even chill about that point. I was so in reactionary. And my sweet, calm husband, who has walked through this why good and bad with me so many times, was so calm. And he said, I completely understand. I understand why. And I was angry because I'm like, fight back, man, fight back. And he's like, no, because I get it. I understand. I know why you're upset. And I was like, enlighten me. Enlighten me. But he knows it's because my love language is quality time.
Yes.
So when I get no love, and when I get no time with him,
yeah.
I feel unloved. Even though it's an act of love, him being at work and working and earning, that's an act of love. I don't feel that because it's not time with him. And so instead of being calm and just saying, honey, I know you have to work. I love you so much, but I really wish I could spend some time with you. I was like, anger. Anger is not emotion, it's reaction. Anger is the big mama bear in front of the vulnerable emotions. And so I've done the work to dig why, to understand why I was reactionary, but I haven't quite mastered the don't be reactionary just yet.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, Wildman is her husband, and he's only home a couple days a week. And so those 2 days, I don't even talk to Brittany, really. A couple times I've heard from you on the days because nobody was awake, and you're like, hey, you want to talk while I've got time? But like most of the time when you're with your husband, I'm like, all right, that's family time for Brittany, because I know how important that time is, because he does work such long shifts. And sometimes till midnight, and then has to go to sleep, get up at 6 a.m. and do it all over again the next day. So it's like, yeah, part of that is you caring about him. And okay, so the why isn't a nag. Some people might see why within a relationship as nagging. Well, you're only nagging because, no, why could be, I care about you.